much I like that I just like cannot just picture myself doing one thing. Like I always like either want to, you know, like it can be with lo-fi, just like jazz hop or, you know, like chill hop or like the bossa nova sounds and the Latin sounds. It can be a lot of that. But then even in like music, you know, when I'm like playing the drums, I'm just, you know, messing about. Like I want to play Silk Sonic, or I want to play Nirvana, or I want to play some random like R&B, like Destiny's Child song. And it's like, I think music is much more fun, I'd say, if you consume all of it usually. Like don't get me wrong, like there are a few bad songs out there, like but
a few.
But I think like I think I feel very restricted just in how I enjoy music as like a consumer and how I make music as a musician if I just liked one genre. Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you could, or is it allowed to release music in different genres within the same name? Like, for example, like as Rosia, would you release music in different genres, or would you create another even like another Spotify profile, which be its own hassle? But would you do that, or what would you keep your current name?
You know, this was another one of my many walking thoughts when I was having a walk the other day. And like, I was actually thinking like, if I were to maybe, because I've got a few friends that kind of do like a bit of R&B vocal and that sort of thing. And it wouldn't fit under Rosia, I imagine. But then also like, I guess that's my producer name. But at the same time, I was like, I really can't think of a good stage name other. And I think my other name, like my actual name is just a bit bland, like just like it doesn't really flow like Mia Eden, like it's not a Pharrell or it's not a Rihanna or so, you know. So I was actually having a really tough time just like thinking about that. I'm not sure if maybe I think it would probably have to be if I made something so unique to what Rosia is. I think I'd maybe have to try and be creative enough to come up with another stage name, and I think it would maybe put people off, I guess. You know, I feel like if people shuffle something and it's lo-fi, and then some like metal comes on or something, or like some like something very different, it probably would have to be under a different name. But do you have any like different sub names or
me?
Like, yeah, both of you, yeah.
No, I mean just one Moliner, and that's the only one. But I have always thought about that as well, and I like Walking Thoughts. I think that would be a great title for a lo-fi
that
song.
Really is.
I'm gonna write it down actually, man.
For me, I mean, I have my own band too, but because I have thought about this a lot too. I don't know. I feel like I probably would end up putting my name on something else, but I might end up just using like Peyton instead of Arbor Avenue or whatever, which is totally fine with me. I don't know though, because there's plenty of times where like you'll see other artists be featured on a song that may not be in their genre or in their band or whatever. And what I've seen usually is they go by their given name. Yeah. Instead of like, oh, this is, you'd never see this, but this is Nirvana, featuring Nirvana or something, Yeah. You'd see Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
I think it can be very, very dependent on what your name actually is as well.
Sure.
I think if you've got quite a distinguishable name, like Rihanna, I'm sure had no business, or like Madonna, like those
Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like with my name, like my last name, I think Eden would work like a treat. But everybody like that is just like this artist called Eden, like it would seem like a ripoff of that basically. But Mia just seems too generic to go by, and then I just feel like you'd maybe have the upper hand, like even with a name like Peyton, like I think that's a bit more distinguishable than maybe if your name was like Steve Smith or something. Sure. You probably have to come up with something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting to see. I mean, if I had like a bigger audience and then see the reaction, no? Like if I put like a lo-fi, and then I go like super math rock or something like that, and they like say, I was thinking it would depend of what on if I changed my name or like if I add another profile, Spotify profile to do just math rock. I would do it based on their opinions. Like, okay, what do you like? And whatever they like, I'm gonna do. And that's
Yeah,
true. Because to be honest, like there's nothing I like kind of more when artists do stuff that is so different than what they usually do. But I think there's also nothing I like more as well than when I find one song by an artist that's new and every single song is just as good in that kind of genre. Like that is definitely a big help. So I think maybe like if I was Rosia and I did, you know, you listen to Book Club, you listen to Chapter One, you listen to like Tiny Chocolate Shop, and then there's a cover of Polyphia in the middle. I think that can maybe be a bit of a
imagine
cause of concern. Yeah, but also like I think if I was the listener of that, like there's you know, there's plenty of examples I can imagine where I don't like an artist's whole discography and they've got like one good song. Nickelback is my example of that actually.
Which song is it?
Rockstar. I think that is like classic.
There's so many people who hate on that band here in America, but for whatever reason, Rockstar, everyone, it's like the song.
It's so good, honestly. Yeah. It is so good. I can't fault it. Like it's like Photograph. Not really a fan. I don't know much of that rest. Like I've not like been interested enough to kind of delve into Nickelback as a whole. But I'm a true advocate for Rockstar by Nickelback. Right.
So funny. Okay, so then here's the question though, because I like to ask this for everybody. If Nickelback were to ask you tomorrow, be my drummer for this tour, would you do it?
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah. Honestly, I just think like for one, you know, I maybe wouldn't fit the aesthetic very well. Right. But I just can imagine like you probably like that would rake in some good money, right? You know, you get to tour the world. I think you get to see a lot of places. I honestly think that is a given. I'd probably drop out of uni. Like straight away. Would you?
Oh yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I was thinking about this not long ago actually, and I was thinking like who like there's an artist that I say like I'm not a fan of, like I don't really listen too much, like maybe like Justin Bieber for something. Sure. And if Justin Bieber was like be my session drummer, like I would drop everything and do that. Like I just think there would be nothing better, I imagine, than performing to like you would perform like Times Square, like a Wembley, the Forum, like you'd probably do everything. So 100%.
Yeah. Like sorry, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. How else would you have that opportunity? I mean, to just immediately go and play these huge venues and huge stadiums, and you know, like there's a guitar player who is on TikTok as well, and she I think she got a DM from Justin Bieber to just literally directed a message. Hey, I heard your guitar playing, and would you like to be featured in one of my songs? And I think it's like someone sent an email with the track, and then she replied back with it, and everything was done, I think, remotely.
Yeah,
wow.
and she's a really good guitar player, but I think of course I would. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's like first of all, it's music. I know that. I mean, Justin Bieber has had a bad rap as well, but nothing can deny that it's good music. I mean, it's like the more like the latest stuff, not so much the early stuff, but like it's music. And if you like music, and if you can add to it, and then you're gonna add something good, you know, you're gonna your own taste. So that's good.
Yeah, and I am also a bit of a believer that if you hear every song enough, your brain just becomes like just adapts to just liking it. I think I think if you hear something too much, it can obviously, like, you can grow tired of it, but like you know it ultimately, and then it just becomes fun to play. Or you know, I think there's no way, like, honestly, probably any celebrity, if I don't like them or not, like a big celebrity, if they would ask me to play drums on anything, I'd be like, oh,
let's do it. Yeah.
It would be like the biggest claim to fame ever. Like, how cool would that be if somebody
little me?
Like, if you were just even, like, completely unrecognizable on a Justin Bieber track, like I don't know who that person who's playing guitar on this Justin Bieber track is. They're not like a household name, like, but that is just like such a claim to fame. Like, that
it's such a flex that you can.
It really is
a flex.
You know who's playing the guitar. Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, everywhere you go, you just, like, if you're on a date or something, you go like, oh, have you listened to this song? That's me.
Oh, it's me. Yeah.
And the other one is like, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. I think I would have to be like, oh, what do you think of this song? Like, what do you think? And they'd probably be like, oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, me too.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, that guitar player.
The guitar player is terrible. Like, I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, I think that honestly, I'd have to, if I played the, like, drums on like a Nickelback song, or Justin Bieber song, I think I would have to get it tattooed somewhere.
I did this.
Collarbone, yeah, I did this.
The tour dates, no, and the cities, just like the shirts they just all tattooing your
that
back.
would have to be across your back.
Yeah, and your back.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
Or you can get like the the little QR code, so it scans it immediately. And it just...
I would love that.
Imagine.
Like taking pictures of yourself and like, can you take a picture of me? And then the QR thing shows up and they go directly to your website.
Wait.
Did you
You've suddenly gotten rickrolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.